But I did it anyway because I knew God had told me. One of the things was to put a picture of something that I don't even remember now what it was, but it was something that I wanted, that I felt God wanted me to have it. God said, put a picture of it on your refrigerator. I'm like, that's crazy. What's that going to do? How many times do you go to your refrigerator during the day? How many times do you go to your refrigerator and look at whatever's on your refrigerator? And every time you revisit God, it's like God just replants it in your brain again, 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 again. It's like you're eating the word every time you would see that picture. I don't care what it is God is telling you to do, to remind yourself of what you value yourself at. Number one, you need to know what God values your life at. And number two, you need to justify in your own mind, hey, you know what? I can lead somebody to the Lord. So my life is invaluable because God is using me to bring someone into the kingdom of God. That's priceless. You can't even put a price on your head if you were to say, well, and I'm not saying God couldn't use anybody else, but God has a use for you. You've got to I learned this in sales many, many years ago. They said when we would do cold calling, we used to cold call all of our appointments early in the morning. We'd have to make 10 appointments. And out of those 10 appointments, they said, if you don't make 8 sales, don't come back to the office at 5 p.m. Are you kidding me? Wow. When I hit the door and I went knocking on that door, which I set up my cold calls by the telephone, in the morning, I drove out to all of these appointments, these 10 appointments. I knew I had to believe in myself if I was going to sell that product that I was knocking on the doors for. Because really, sales is selling yourself. If you don't know that, and that means you've got to know, what are you worth at the end of the day for God? Or to be an example to your family that you're trying to win to Christ.